Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Bold and the Beautiful, Hope's bizarre mission goes sideways. Bold and the Beautiful sent Hope Logan on a mission to comfort her distraught stepsister, but it goes all wrong as it appears she's taunting instead of helping on the soap. Who does Hope Logan, Annika Noel, think she is? Well, that question crossed the mind of many fans this week as she advocates for Finn. Suddenly, she takes on the job as John Finnegan's, Tanner Novlan, protector. Bold and the Beautiful fans could almost see Steffy Forrester's, Jacqueline MacInnes Wood. Blood pressure rise with each word coming from Hope Logan's mouth. Fans suggest that her actions this week were very similar to what her mother might do. Interfere. Morphing into Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, isn't what the Bold and Beautiful fans want to see. That journey started with her promiscuous behavior with Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, and now Hope Logan seems to hone in on more of the behavior many despise when coming from Brooke. Hope Logan took a stand for Finn when talking with Steffy this week. She's not in the majority with her thoughts about Finn grieving Sheila Carter's, Kimberlin Brown death. But next week it looks like this gives her all the more reason to buddy up to Finn. He has no one to turn to, and everyone knows Hope always loves the underdog. Bold and the Beautiful looks like it's slowly setting up two new paths, and fans don't like what they see. Hope peeving off Steffy Forrester over Finn won't give her any points with Thomas, who will likely defend his sister over this. He may even become perturbed over Hope inserting herself in his sister's marriage. So Thomas and Hope could be facing a rocky stretch, and a romp on the office couch probably can't fix things like it has in the past. B&B made things look too obvious for the viewers with Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, hammering at Finn this week. He let Finn know in no uncertain terms that if he doesn't step up for Steffy, he can watch as Liam plans to take his place. So Bold and the Beautiful viewers see Hope Logan getting too close to Finn and Liam scooping up Steffy again. The fans beckon the powers who be at this soap not to do the couple swaps, but the scenes keep coming and it looks like they're not hearing the fans. While Killing Sheila recently put some drama into the soap, Bold and the Beautiful using this as a way to switch partners would likely ruin the event. Also, fans are looking at Hope Logan as a bit of a hypocrite these days, and many don't want to see that. She empathizes with Finn over the loss of Sheila, but when it comes to her father, Deacon Sharp, scene canon, things change. Her take on Sheila gets harsher and empathizing goes by the wayside. One of the things Hope said to Deacon this week was strange. She said she wasn't there to judge him. But some B&B fans thought what she did with Steffy and Deacon was past judgment. She seemed understanding with Finn mourning his mom, but not with her father's despair. With Steffy, she begged her to see Finn's point, which is a point that Hope felt was valid. Then with Deacon, Hope thought her father having any feeling at all for Sheila Carter was ludicrous. The thought of Bold and the Beautiful scripting Hope Logan more like her mother isn't sitting well with fans. Plus, the footwork seems to be in place today to switch couples, and fans don't like that idea as well for a future storyline on the soap. In the lavish corridors of Forrester Creations, where fashion reigns supreme and drama simmers beneath the surface like an unsteady cauldron, Hope Logan found herself entangled in a web of intrigue. She was a beacon of grace and elegance, her blonde tresses cascading in waves around her shoulders as she strode purposefully through the bustling offices. But today her demeanor was anything but serene. A storm brewed within her cerulean eyes, a tempest of determination and resolve. Hope's mission was clear, her heart steadfast in its pursuit, to unearth the truth that lay buried beneath layers of deception and deceit. For weeks, whispers had echoed through the hallowed halls of Forrester, rumors swirling like autumn leaves caught in a gale. Whispers of betrayal and treachery, of secrets concealed behind carefully crafted smiles and polished facades. It all began with a simple revelation, a slip of the tongue overheard in the shadows of a dimly lit corridor. Hope had been passing by, her mind preoccupied with the day's tasks, when the words pierced through the air like a dagger to the heart. The name uttered was one she held dear, a name intertwined with her own in a delicate dance of love and loyalty. Liam Spencer. Liam, her beloved husband, the father of her child, the pillar of her existence. Yet, the words she heard painted a picture of a man she scarcely recognized, a man ensnared in a web of infidelity, his heart torn between two women, herself, and the enigmatic Steffi Forrester. The revelation had ignited a fire within Hope, a burning desire to uncover the truth and confront the demons that lurked in the shadows, and so she embarked on a mission fraught with peril and uncertainty, yet fueled by an unwavering determination to seek justice. Her first stop was the nerve center of Forrester Creations, the design studio where creativity blossomed like flowers in spring. It was here that she found Steffi, her rival in love and war, her adversary in a battle as old as time itself. Steffi stood before a drafting table, her fingers deftly sketching the contours of a gown that seemed to shimmer with ethereal beauty. Steffi, Hope's voice cut through the silence, her tone icy and resolute. Steffi turned, her gaze meeting Hope's with a mixture of surprise and defiance. "Hope," she replied, her voice tinged with a hint of apprehension. "What brings you here?" Hope stepped forward, her eyes blazing with an intensity that sent shivers down Steffi's spine. "I know what you've been doing," she declared, her words ringing out like a clarion call. "I know about you and Liam." Steffi's mask of composure faltered, her eyes widening in shock. "I don't know what you're talking about," she protested, her voice trembling ever so slightly. But Hope was not to be deterred. "Don't play coy with me, Steffi," she retorted, her voice laced with venom. "I've heard the whispers, seen the way you look at him. You think you can just waltz in and steal him away from me." Steffi's facade crumbled, her defenses crumbling like a sandcastle before the tide. "It's not like that," she whispered, her voice barely audible above the pounding of her heart. "Liam and I." Before she could finish her sentence, the door burst open, revealing a figure silhouetted against the harsh glare of the hallway lights. It was Liam, his brow furrowed in confusion as he took in the scene before him. "What's going on?" he demanded, his voice tinged with concern. Hope turned to face him, her eyes blazing with accusation. "You tell me, Liam," she challenged, her voice echoing with righteous indignation. "What have you been doing behind my back?" Liam's expression shifted from confusion to guilt, his shoulders slumping in defeat. "Hope, he began, his voice trailing off into a whisper. But before he could utter another word, the sound of footsteps echoed through the studio, heralding the arrival of another unexpected visitor. It was Ridge Forrester, the patriarch of the Forrester dynasty, his presence commanding the attention of all who beheld him. "What's going on here?" Ridge demanded, his voice cutting through the tension like a knife through butter. Hope stepped forward, her resolve unyielding. "I'll tell you what's going on, Ridge," she declared, her voice ringing out with unwavering certainty. "There's been betrayal in our midst, deceit of the highest order, and I won't rest until the truth is laid bare for all to see." Ridge's brow furrowed in concern as he took in the scene before him. "What are you talking about, Hope?" he asked, his voice tinged with apprehension. Hope turned to face him, her eyes burning with righteous fury. "I'm talking about Liam and Steffi," she replied, her voice dripping with venom. "I'm talking about the lies and deception that have torn our family apart." Ridge's expression darkened as he took in her words, the gravity of the situation weighing heavily upon his shoulders. "Is this true, Liam?" he demanded, turning to face his son with a steely gaze. Liam hung his head in shame, unable to meet his father's accusing stare. "Yes, Dad," he admitted, his voice barely a whisper. "It's true. I've betrayed Hope's trust, betrayed everything we had together." Ridge's jaw clenched in anger as he absorbed the full weight of his son's confession. "And you, Steffi?" he demanded, turning his gaze upon his daughter with a mixture of disappointment and disbelief. Steffi swallowed hard, her eyes glistening with unshed tears. "I'm sorry, Dad," she whispered, her voice choked with emotion. "I never meant for any of this to happen. I never meant to hurt Hope." Hope watched in silence as the truth unfolded before her, her heart heavy with sorrow and regret. In that moment, she realized that her mission had come at a cost too steep to bear. For in her quest for justice, she had sacrificed not only her own happiness but the happiness of those she held dear. As she turned to leave the studio, her footsteps echoing in the empty silence, Hope knew that the road ahead would be long and arduous, but she also knew that she would not walk it alone, for in the depths of her heart, she carried the hope of a brighter tomorrow, a tomorrow where love would conquer all, and the shadows of deceit would be banished forevermore.